I just realised that Finley does look quite wee at the side of it.
It's just because
T-shirt! I got drunk in the rain and my dad gave me his own T-shirt.
Good evening and welcome to Video Namaste.
Welcome!
Didn't he talk to him, boys? A brand new show about films.
I'm sorry.
A disclaimer before we start, we're going to be eating a lot, so if you're into folk eating, then this is the podcast for you. If you're into films, this is not the podcast for you. Get fucked. We've got a GoPro attached to Danny's tongue. Get ready for that. Be like the worst Prodigy video you've ever seen.
That in 127 hours.
We are, for those of you that don't know us, my name's Richie and this is...
I'm Finley. Hiya, how's it going?
This is...
I'm Danny, hiya.
And we're going to try and talk to you as best as we can about films.
Correct.
We quite like films, we like talking about them. Yeah, we decided to get together in this incredible recreation of Danny's kitchen. And
Lovely acoustics.
Terrible workmanship, bro!
This is where Bon Iver recorded his first funeral. So we decided to get together for the first episode and talk about sequels.
yes, so for those of you that don't know Video Namaste, which is probably all of you because this is episode 1, that we're going to take a theme and we're going to do 3 episodes based around the theme. Every episode is one film, and then we take some of your questions, comments, and we ignore them. So we're going to talk about sequels. What do you think about sequels?
Generally.
Can I just do this? And thanks to the magic of post-production, if that's not a guitar solo that gets played out of that, then tune in ever again because we're literally letting you down every step of the way.
Are you going to do this because they know it's me that's editing it, so...
Yep, I'm just piling the pressure on Richie. I'm expecting like a wee Marlon Brando or can the wee gif of John Travolta where he's like, no, I want that. Just plodding along the screen at any time like the wee toasty guy from Mortal Kombat.
Here, we're not here to talk about games.
No! Games are shit, films are the future. I've seen it. Anyway, sequels.
Sequels. What's your favourite sequel?
All time.
Of your time?
Terminator 2.
No, that's a good, yeah.
Oh, we didn't even talk about this.
We're done.
I've been put on the spot.
There's no fucking one.
Danny's is Terminator 2 as well, we can't.
He's going to prove you wrong.
No, it's Terminator 2.
I know you.
It's Terminator. Alright. It's Terminator 2.
Mine is also Terminator 2.
Oh well, you've given the Terminator 2 special first episode. I'm massively on board with sequels.
Aye.
I love them. They're merely like they're mere a genre film thing. Like you didn't really get to see the sequel to like La Jetée or Sunset Boulevard, but you'll get like 5 Scanners films, which is a fucking big thumbs up for me. I love them. They're always a good talking point. It's always good. What about what?
Scanners 3.
Scanners 3. That's the one that's kind of like X-Men.
It's a serial.
I kind of like him. Didn't tell my mum. They're always a good sort of talking point. It's always good to have a good debate about like people's preferences when it comes to sequels.
Mm-hmm.
And you can always gauge a lot of stuff about people.
Aye.
To see if folks say they like Terminator 3 or Terminator 4. That's when you kind of you make them eat their dinner in the hall. You didn't let them in.
I was going to say that's when you move in with them.
Hey, tell me
Johnny Mostow,
One of the things that's going to happen is that, I mean, like, I know films. I enjoy films. I've seen a lot of films, and I can even name the names of people. I can even name the names of some people that have been in films and made films, but I can't keep up with you two.
The Rain Men.
Quite a lot of the time.
That's something like back to the sequels thing. That's something I love about sequels as well. Like you're going into a film that you've already kind of gone through the first act and you're already familiar with everybody and stuff like that. But what I like most about sequels is the imagination that it takes to make this thing its own. Because any bad film, sequel aside, any bad film is something that Disney, there's clearly the imagination behind it. They've no thought about, like, you know, if you're sitting watching a film, for instance, and you're like everything's all set up for them to do amazing things. Like, why don't they? You know, like, I'm going to talk about Man of Steel at least once about every 5 minutes probably, but like that's it. It's like you've got a man who can fucking fly. How can you know just have fun with it?
The thing is, he's not made out of steel. Did they even address that in the film? No, steel. The Shaquille O'Neal film. He was made out of steel.
What are we going to talk about
Let's
first?
do Critters 2.
Alright, Dan. Right. Critters 2 is my choice.
It is Danny's choice. Danny's a
seal up approval.
huge Critters fan.
Aye.
Critters for me is.
Alright, Danny, talk about Critters 2. No, Critters for me.
I was going to say.
I was about to say, I bought it, playing.
From the people who brought you Critters 2, it's that film. It's Critters 2. A Langolier has shagged a tribble, so now fluffy balls with teeth are causing trouble, and it's up to a cast of whoever to take care of business again. Looks fun, actually.
Critters 2 is a film I found entirely myself. Much like you were saying earlier, I was in the video shop and I seen both Critters films and I was like, there's no two ways about it, I'm watching these films. So like what Critters 1 does is kind of set up bounty hunters come to Earth and they hunt these wee krites and they eat everything. And
The krites eat everything, the bounty hunters are.
No, the bounty hunters don't.
So they didn't eat bounties?
I know they landed like, mate, where's your bounties?
Is there a co-op about here? They a bounty duel, that's 2 in the one packet.
I've got one of the club cards. That's Tesco. Oh, right. It's
I'll
done.
never get that £5 voucher.
Shaking and turning into a big bounty.
Yes. Won this for years. After the bounty hunters land, they find the critters, and it's just like in this. It's set on a farm pretty much. So this farmhouse gets invaded by the krites, and then the bounty hunters get involved. So it's pretty low scale. But what Critters 2 does is take that same platform and it's kind of spirit, it's fun, energy, kind of plays more with that, and it doesn't upscale it immediately to like big city. And apparently they had the money to do that, but like it was a a creative choice to keep it quite muted, you know.
When they did, when I was watching Critters 2, I was thinking like, did they know they were going to do a whole bunch of them?
No, New Line Cinema put a lot of money into the second one as a bit of a gamble. Like they even put another one of their temples in there, like Freddy Krueger. There's a cardboard cutout of Freddy Krueger in there and stuff like that. So like,
He's in the 2. He's in the 1 and 2.
Aye. But like,
Wait, where is he in one?
I can't imagine.
It's back
Does he
in-
know? Does he know?
Oh, right.
I'm sure he's on somebody's wall. Maybe he's like a poster.
Is he?
Possibly.
Certainly
I
is.
don't think so.
Aye, but New Line basically did put a lot of money into it, but it was still a bit of a gamble because although Critters 1 was a success, it was more a home video success.
Yeah.
And at that point, that was still relatively new, so they were just kind of playing the field. But Critters 2 was the last Critters film to be released in the cinema. It was the last to get theatrically
The
released.
stream for DTV.
Aye. I know, amazing considering Wee Leo's appearance in Shree.
No.
But they didn't know it was going to be a franchise or anything like that. I think they were kind of hoping that was the case. But Critters 2 is kind of rounded nicely. It doesn't really end like Critters 1 where there's here's the sequel set up. But that's another reason I really like Critters 2 as well, because the sequel's inevitable and you think, oh Christ, like I always wince a wee bit when there's that obtuse sequel layout set up, and you're like, oh god, right. But with a film like Critters, it works and you're actually wanting more, and they do it, and they just they play a lot with the energy of the first film. They kind of build on that, and they don't change the scale too grand, because it doesn't really work on that scale. Like Critters 3 proved that.
Aye.
Because it's too erratic, and then it does turn into Gremlins.
Aye.
But like so Gremlins.
So what I mind
That's a bit of a song.
batteries not included too.
Aye,
Is the
totally.
Gremlins thing not a bit of a sore point for the...
No, not at all.
Is it
Because
not?
like it was
Because
an
I remember
obvious
I
cash
read
in, it was
a
like-
thing where he was basically saying... When I say read a thing, I was on Wikipedia. And was it the director or the writer, or maybe it's the same guy? Is it the same guy?
The first one.
Direct and write the first one.
No,
Mick-
it's
nothing.
Stephen Herrick. The guy who directed Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
But did Mick Garris write the first one? No. Or did he just write the second one?
You know, he just wrote the second one.
Did he?
But co-wrote the second one.
Aye.
He co-wrote the second. The guy, I think it's David Twohy, the other guy that wrote it, is the guy that wrote all the fucking. He wrote Waterworld.
I know that.
How do you write Waterworld?
He wrote all the
David Twohy.
Chronicles. He wrote
That's
all the
it.
Riddick
Aye, all the
films and
Riddick.
that. Totally.
So he
like-
likes writing about water and he likes writing about dark.
Aye.
It's just empty pages.
And fucking.
Yeah, there was some sort of... Because it came out around at the same time as Gremlins?
What Critters? No, it came out after. That was the thing. It's like it was a shameless cash in.
Aye.
Like Bob Shea, the CEO in New York Cinema, he's like, it's like Gremlins worked. Check this out. It's a bit darker.
Right.
Like, and there was even a little marketing campaign, and it was like something basically as obvious as just like, you know, this thing will shag a gremlin. Alright, I better watch it. So yeah, they kind of play about a bit with the fact that they know it's a Gremlins film, and like Mick Garris has talked every time he talks about it. Like there's a Trailers for Hell episode where he's talking about Critters 2, and he's like, here's a sequel to a Gremlins rip-off.
Aye. I always seen
Talks about that.
I always seen Critters 2 as kind of a gateway between Gremlins 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because like
Aye.
it keeps that kind of small town setting as Gremlins 1, but it gives you a bit more of the variations of the critters like that you'd end up getting in Gremlins 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like where obviously you're like scalded critter and your baldy critter and like the critter ball set of course.
Aye, it's like, it totally is like, like you've got a setup for like here's your creatures, like how do we build on that, but all, like it never at any point seems like it's a try hard effort, 'cause it's there for a reason, you know. It's,
So Critters 2 is basically, it's one of those sequels. It's the sort of sequel that just picks up. It kind of picks up, not immediately where the last one left off, because obviously the problem when you're working with when your main character's a kid in the first one, he's going to get older.
Is it the same kid for the second one?
It is.
yeah,
I've not seen the fourth one.
the ginger boy for ER.
I was going to say it's your boy for Band of Brothers as
Aye,
well.
aye,
Your
totally.
main wee guy, Private
Jetson.
Private Geraldo Riviera.
Private apologies.
Keeps tripping up with his own socks that are too long for him. Oh, sorry. Falls on a bayonet. Oh!
Well, you've still got like Johnny Steele, the rock star for the original as well. Like that's the cast in this film's fucking great, and Lynn Shea's back as well. Like that's, you know, she's in Kingpin. Like she's the lassie that he's like a like thing to Woody Harrelson and that. She's in a whole bunch of
Is
stuff.
that the woman that's in Something About Mary?
Yeah,
Magda,
aye,
with a big
yeah.
floppy tan tits.
Christ.
And that's Bob Shea's sister. Like that's why she's in all the New Line films.
Well, she's an animal. He's a bad man.
But like I really like her, and she's great. But so yeah, you've got her. You've got the they try and make the creepy guy, the creepy doctor for Forrest Gump that pumps Sally Field. They try and make him like an affable dad, but the whole time you're just like, wait for that Wayne.
He's a villain in Angel as well.
Yeah.
Because he was another one of those faces you sit for ages going, who is that? Who is that?
Who's the guy for Critters 2 with the glasses, kind of wee guy that works in the McDonald's basically?
Oh, he's in Grease. In Grease too.
No, he's a voice of somebody as well.
Oh yeah, he's
like
done.
I think it reminds me like a voice maybe for like Dexter's Lab or something.
I think he done a bunch of Nickelodeon stuff, but I think he's in SpongeBob. I think he's part of that.
If we start firing at trivia that just isn't real,
Aye.
Then get it right.
No, that's part of it. Aye. Miguel Ferrer, he was in it.
it is a proper like when the characters from the first film show up, like when the bounty hunters show up, you're like,
And the Jakey guy was for the first one as well.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I got confused because there was no. So the fella from the first one who was the drunk, who's now a bounty hunter in number
Charlie.
2.
Charlie.
There's you last see him in the first
£2
one.
coin.
He's
Like
Aye.
a piggy bank.
And it would pop a wee bounty.
That's why they take him on the ship. Bounty man. Produce a bounty.
And you've got Roxanne Kernahan as well in there.
Kilcreitz.
She's in Not of This Earth.
Totally, man.
That was a really
Ding, ding, ding.
that gag like with the Playboy magazine and the bounty hunter.
Well, this
Like
is...
inflatable tits.
It's so funny. And the staple.
Yeah.
Oh, aye, aye.
That was a total. That was a absolute. There's going to be a lot of sexual awakening, Chad. Like
Right,
that film. That I think that
Danny
was.
Glover in Predator 2. That boy
Like when
would
he's got
sweat
that
the life
glaze.
off you.
Aye.
I could slide down these stairs.
And then Ian Nichols.
Didn't he murder him?
Roxanne Kernahan. She plays Lee, the other bounty hunter, and she's a play. She was actually a playboy.
I love that the bounty hunters are called Og and Lee.
Critters.
I didn't.
Is it just some kid?
It's just some
like a £2 coin down your throat. And they're
Ugly.
shape-shifting as well. You should say. Aye, so first time I seen that, I'm pretty certain. I'm pretty certain that was my first pair of Hollywood chuddies that I seen.
Aye.
Mine's his
Roxanne
Highlander.
What is it?
Yeah.
I think mine's... Depends really. Mine's was...
Oh, was there? My stepmother is an alien.
That was the first. I think that was the first sex scene I seen.
That.
I remember getting a cushion in front of my face.
that's what I was going to say. I think the first pair of Hollywood chuddies I seen was Terminator 1 during the sex scene, but by the time it always got to the hand-holding climax, my mum's hands were on my eyes or something like that. So I never really
He's
got
starting the other end of the room.
Never got to...
All of that as well. It's like Terminator. The amount of people that have been brutally murdered. And it's like a side-on silhouette of some tits, and she's like, "Fuck."
I know, but they're going for it, and the music's a bit like, oh, aye, that's really happening. That. But then
What are you doing, Mum?
Why are they fighting?
they're doing their taxis in the buff. The tax man demands it. Showing you've got no secrets to hide, no hidden receipts. And apart from that, it was also the censored version of Appetite for Destruction.
Oh, aye.
The Robo Rape front cover. That was like we had that in our house. That was like.
I remember that being
I go they censored it and put the crucifix with all the heads on it, which was probably more offensive. Every show tattoo in the world. Every show goes in.
So I've got Roxanne Kernahan as well, and Johnny Steele, who I found out actually sung Power of the Night as well.
No.
That was him. That's the actual
Actually,
actor.
that happens quite a lot in films where they just get the musician. Although he is like playing a main character, so that's.
Like your boy in Lost Boys, that is actually.
Who's Saxman?
The oiled up sax man. I'm the sax.
Saxman's back in the sequel. He's in the second one. Aye.
Jesus.
And I think they make a point. Speaking of sequels, Lost Boys 2. Oh, that's bad. That's a baddie, like, it's a stinker.
I'm going never near it.
It's fucking sting. Third one, amazing.
Was the
It's the
second
third
one-
Blade film we actually want it.
Was the second Lost Boys film the one with the Cry Little Sister guys coming back and doing their modern version of it?
Yeah.
No.
Have you heard it?
Oh no.
Right, Ken how there's a kind of industrial-ish version.
Yeah.
There's a dance version as well, and the
Did
dance
you say-
version used to play at Club Earth.
Oh.
Did it?
Aye.
Oh, that's right. Because it's
So Critters.
Critters 2. Alright, okay, so Critters 2 was... it's got an interesting history as well. Like, all the best films have the best history. Mick Garris, who co-wrote and directed it, started off in Amazing Stories, Spielberg's Amazing Stories.
I was going to say, he's a big pal of Spielberg and Stephen
Aye.
King as well. He's like
Totally,
a
aye.
big one of their pals.
So like he got into he got into directing because of Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg basically Critters 2, a rip-off of one of Gremlins. Has happened. Critters happened pretty much as well because of Spielberg. You know, like he started the actual franchise, I suppose. He used to polish off all the scripts for Amazing Stories, and then he'd have like people obviously like Spielberg and all these grade A directors fucking directing his scripts.
I'm just resisting googling anything. If it's wrong, it's wrong.
Just Google it, man.
Nah, fuck it. If
I'm
it's
drawing-
wrong, it's wrong. We're
I'm
gonna
drawing
make
pictures of
mistakes.
Al Pacino down here.
Can it be trusted? Those video Namaste boys cannot be trusted. That's the reputation already.
So
It's not even gone out.
Why would you watch this? Why would you watch it? Go outside, kiss a dog, smell a flower, get your own perfume. Don't watch it.
you've got your life in front of you, son.
Someone worried about you. Your mom's beside her still.
You've been sniffing that fucking path for the You're not listening to us. You're not taking it. You're taking it too little.
You're putting paprika on everything. Paprika on a pear. Who does that?
So,
You ever ate a flambéed pear?
a what?
A flambéed pear. Basically a pear that's had a blowtorch taken to it.
Oh right.
Bit of sugar on it.
What is it, like a skinned pear?
It's a skinned pear.
like
It's not
a
just a
segmented-
pear slammed on a table fucking blowtorch. That'd be fucking just done it down the site. The gaffers want a flambéed pear.
What with Sebastian?
Is this right? Fuck if I know. He's a man of odd taste.
I only have my pears flambéed by a fighter jet.
You've entered the pear light zone on video Namaste. What's behind the door? It's pears! It's a big
Last
pear.
time we all podcasted together, you fucking brought up pears.
And dogs.
A dog eating a pear! I did! Fuck. And I like it. The thing is, I like apples better. I should be talking about apples.
Your grin
They're
is
better than
beside
pears.
herself.
Your dad's beside himself, so. I've not a pear in about 3 years. Pears are definitely the soft mints of fruit. Or the soft fruits of fruit if you really want to be pernickety.
Aye, so Mick Garris had worked for Spielberg, he'd done Amazing Stories. This was his first theatrical release and his first studio film. So like you can tell he's a guy who's like, this is for anybody's first film, he's working with a lot of he's a lot of practical effects, kids, animals, and all that. And
Bounty hunters.
bounties, £2 coins. You've got a pretty big scale for a wee film for a first time director, and he fucking nails it as well, and you can see that he's being really, really inventive and he's finding his own feet. So like what he's doing is pretty much trying everything, but it works because for a film like Critters, like it'd be easy to just sell it as like point the camera and go, like it's everything like, you know, sells itself with the costumes, the creatures, everything like that, 'cause that's what it's mainly about. But Mick Garris has got like a really like a naturally keen eye for like direction as well, so it looks great for what it is. It shouldn't be, so for that reason it's another reason I really like it. And like now as well, another reason I like it now is after watching The Pash, I'll watch this because it's an Easter film. You know?
Did you
Pash.
actually watch The Pash?
The
Oh,
Pash
aye, every Easter.
is what Gary calls the Passion of the Christ. Just we note for
The Mel Gibson film, aka The Screaming of Christ.
The Führer himself, mad as a dog full of pears.
I'm really sorry, I'm probably the worst thing on this podcast. I'm probably the worst thing about this. It's alright, you can kick me.
I had a good time with Critters too.
I enjoyed
How
it.
did you feel about it watching it first time round?
Well, I watched Critters 1 and Critters 2 back to back, and it was better. It was the better of the two, definitely. It was that thing where like Critters 1 has that feel of like someone's taking a chance, they throw a wee bit of money at it, it uses what it's got really well, and it sort of draws it into like the one house setting. It's all set in the farm, and then Critters 2 spreads out to the town, but it uses what it's already established. A lot of it draws on what it's got from the first film, and it's funny.
Yeah,
No.
And it's so,
well,
and
that's
it's
the
like,
difference
it's
between
like
Critters
just
1
not
and
get
2,
it,
because
like-
Critters 1 for the first half is fucking great, but then as soon as it turns into that home invasion film, it's just like, it's Dee Wallace screaming like fuck, and like all the fun just goes.
It can get a bit dry.
Aye, but like, it's still great. I still
Oh, no, aye,
love it.
absolutely.
But like, aye,
Could have
it just
done
is,
more.
the mood changes.
There's the bit. I'll try not to talk about the first one too much, but my favourite bit in the first one is the Critters subtitles.
Aye.
And the two of them are on the porch, and one of the critters turns to the other and it makes a noise, but the subtitles say,
Totally.
so good.
That's like my favourite bit in Critters 2 is when the critter gets his hair blown off.
Aye.
See his scream. His
Totally.
scream is fucking
Because
hilarious. It's
he's
like,
the wave.
and then he looks in the mirror and looks at it and just goes, "Nah," and it says bitchin'. It's like, it's fucking great, man.
Aye.
That's
good.
the
That's
subtitles are
nice.
so good. But it's like,
Cheeseburgers.
cheeseburgers. Aye, the great thing about Critters 2, like, you tell someone a film that's funny, and your expectation is like a sort of, it's tongue in cheek, but it's ironic funny. But it's not. It's like it's comedy. It's pure comedy horror in a way that's like
And at times they even use,
proper gags.
and we'll get back to this later, obviously talking about Gremlins 2, but it like, and before Gremlins 2 came out, they use cartoon noises as well at times.
Yeah.
Like, a critter's eyes pop out his head and they go brilliant.
Is that
Stuff like that.
Critters 2 the one when the ball's rolling about and it knocks, or somebody gets knocked in and it,
Aye, and it
He
rolls
uses
over
the
him
ball.
and he's a skeleton at the end of it.
I was thinking of the bowling pin noises, but I think I'm getting mixed up with someone else. I'll cut that out.
No, that does.
No, you're thinking of the Pash. It's when he's at the third station.
Jesus is rolling down the hill.
They get him to the top of the hill and they're about to crucify him and just bowl him back down. Take your bed, we're only joking.
They put him in a tyre.
He's away into the river. It's alright, you can get up and just walk away. You ever have your Amy Jesus moment where you spill like red cola on the flare and just walk on top of it?
Got a beefy sticky. It would I.
Oh, can you imagine that seeping into your socks? No, I really like Critters 2. Critters 2 feels like the perfect example of a refinement for the first film, because it's kind of the same setting, but it hits beats differently, but it's still got the same kind of flow as the first film in terms of like when the critters come and stuff like that, but it feels like a refinement in a good way because it's got better humour, better like effects and puppets and stuff like that.
The puppet works.
And it's great.
Phenomenal.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
see all the rolling balls and stuff like that. Although I did notice when the big critter ball was getting rolled about, there was 2 times I seen a guy's jean leg from behind it.
Aye.
A guy's jean leg from it, the guy obviously
I've never
rolling it.
noticed that.
Oh no, I did.
Aye.
First time it's rolling down the street, and then when it turns, when it takes a right turn,
Aye.
when it's like looking at the shop, it takes a right turn. You see a guy's jean leg, and you're like,
Your man,
that's great.
one of the
I like that.
runners was called Gene Leg. Gene! You can
Leg?
see your Gene Leg.
Gene, you need to stop wearing jeans, son.
It's that same boy that's in Gladiator as well. It's like,
The guy in Braveheart, just rubbing chicken grease on his jeans. They'll never see me. Is Braveheart the one with the white van in the background?
it's fucking, you can see chemtrails as well. So that's what set me laugh. Bloody chemtrails for all the way back
God,
in
they're
Braveheart.
controlling our minds wherever.
They've been
Gene.
doing it.
Is that Gene up that bucking player again?
King Conspiracy Theory is actually a documentary.
So, Critters 2, that's a thumb.
A thumb.
A thumb. That's a thumb. That's a thumb.
That's a thumb. If I had 5 hands, I would give it 4 thumbs.
Just use your fingers. I give Critters 4 fingers.
I get a full horn.
full horn and a pinky. Have you seen that thing where you can trick folk into thinking that you've got 11 fingers?
Oh, what's this?
No.
This is good.
I used to do it to like my mum's pals and that when
So
I was
like,
wee.
move your hand fast or something.
John Cena. I've not got a face and I've just got one big hand. Nah, you go, I've got 11 fingers. And everybody's like, how the fuck have you got 11 fingers? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 plus 5. 11 fingers.
I know, I remember this trick.
That,
I don't remember anyone going, how the fuck have you got 11 fingers?
Hey, you're saying you've got 11 fingers, but I can only see 10.
Got all the papers.
maybe all the rulers are wrong.
Call the courier. Is that American measurements, son? Because I see 10 fingers.
We do hope you have enjoyed part 1. It's not over. It's over for now, but it's not over. It'll go on next week when part 2 of episode 1 will come out. So if you want to find us on Twitter, and Horrible Abuse that is, we are at Video Namaste, and I'm going to put our names on screen.
Right. That.
There or up here. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.